Like I told someone one time, I can't get up and speak in front of people, so I'm glad there aren't any people here, there's family. So, okay, I'm Joanne Lumpkin Batten, and we have one brother, Travis, who passed away in '71, and that's his son, Marion Travis Jr. He's called Travis now, but he'll always be Marion to us. And then my sister Gwen is next, and this is her husband, Charles Blanchard, and her daughter, Tammy Harrelson, and her daughter, Emily Stone. And then, as I said, I'm Joanne. This is my son, Ron, his wife, Cindy, and some of my favorite grandchildren, Lily and Hunter, who loves his nana. And this is my mom's brother, Reginald McCorvey, and his wife Barbara, and Reg is also related to Ida Story Jeter. So Magdalene/Jeannie is my cousin, first cousin on the Lumpkin side, and up to my cousin on the McCorvey side. Dad will figure that out.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Michael Posey. So I'm the youngest son of Lauren and Ruby Posey. And I'm going to have Alan, one of my boys, introduce everybody. But before that, I just wanted to say happy birthday to Dexter. And our families have been intertwined like yarn, I think, over the years. I think, Dexter, you were there when Mom and Daddy were born and got married. And I know for sure that in the early days when they moved back to Turner County after World War II, Dexter was there at the church, I think, as a young man at that point, and he has been with us all along. And just say happy birthday to you, and thanks to you and your family for being such an important part of our family. But Alan, you want to introduce everybody?
All right, I'm Alan. This is my dad, Michael. This is my older brother, Evan. This is Lauren over here, my little brother and his wife, Rebecca. We got my Aunt Jane right here. Chip and Diane, this is Charles' son and Charles' wife. And then my dad, I forgot, the babies, Ruby and Dutcher, and my stepmom, Jennifer. I'm glad to be here. Good to see everybody. Tim, good to see you.
Ruby, what do you want to say? Nothing? Dutcher, you're going to say something?
Okay, I'm Jane, I'm the oldest, and this year we lost Charles, my older brother, and it's a really sad occasion to be here without him, but thankful for all the memories that he pulled our family together to share with this family. And keep Diane and Chip and all of us in your prayers. It's been a really rough year. Thank you for taking time to get us all together, and we really appreciate it. Dexter spent a lot of his time in the pulpit with my brother Charles, wanting him to bark like a dog. So that speaks for Dexter.
There's one more thing I need to add that y'all don't know. It's about your daddy.
Oh, good.
When we got married, I had just gotten a car that year, the first car our family had ever had. I'd already finished college, bought this old Oldsmobile. It looked like a hearse, but It was the only one I could find in the price that I could afford. And so we got it, and we were going to use that when we left the wedding to go on our honeymoon. Well, Mr. Lord Posey and several of the deacons of the church had managed to jack up the back wheel of a car where it wouldn't touch. And they had also hooked some firecrackers up to it, so when I cranked up, smoke came out. And I thought the car was on fire. I hardly knew how to operate the car, because that was my very first car. And all these people were standing around laughing. Well, that made it even worse. And there was a preacher and everybody laughing at you. And I couldn't do a thing about it except just hope that somebody would help me find out how I could leave it. Because we'd already had the wedding and everything. We were just ready to be on the road. And Lord found out later that he was the main engineer of that. That was one of the most embarrassing situations I've ever been in my life. So you can thank the Lord for that. God used it up.
Very good.
So young Lauren, you have.
Okay, looks like we're few in number. I'm going to have to talk about the ones that are not here. I'm Jeanette Jones, Chris Jones Fulford, with your name there. I'm the daughter of Betty and Deb Kilfrey, and I had one brother, Wayne. As you know, Wayne's been gone 19 years, and he has 2 children, Sonny and Brett, and I won't name the grandchildren because I can't remember them, but anyway, I have 3 children. Jeff is the oldest. He has him and his wife Janet, and he has one son, Daniel Jones. And then I have Scott, which is Faye's dad. This is my granddaughter Faye, and then he has a younger son, Davis Jones, and him and Candy has 2 children. And this is my youngest daughter, Donna. And I'm going to let Donna tell you about her family.
My husband Wayne and I, we've been married 30 years this month. We have 2 boys, Stephen and Will. The oldest, Stephen, is married and lives in Houston, Texas. And the youngest, Will, he lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
Sure. So, we're few in number, but we're enjoying the day, and we just want to wish Dexter a happy 90th birthday. He's meant a lot to all of us, as you can well see by the remarks that have made, and we just, it's been a good day.
Thank y'all for coming. I'm Linda Lumpkin Davis. We're Albert Lumpkin's family. I have today my sister Levine and her son Ivan and her daughter Brandy and her husband James and Ansley and Rachel and Timothy. And I have with me my niece from Kentucky and our great-great-niece Ella from Kentucky. I want to say that Cousin Dexter played a large part in all of our lives, and to me, he has been my friend, my pastor, my family, my person that I go to when I need someone to talk to or someone to call on to help me with my parents. He baptized me when I was 9 years old, so he has a great part in my life. We have brother Gordon. He's in Anchorage, Eagle River, Alaska, and he has 2 boys. Mark, who lives in Colorado, he has 1 son, and Rob, who is in Russia right now doing contract work. And I have 2 daughters, Nicole and Vonda, and I have 3 granddaughters. Levine has Patrick is not here, and Tara is not here. How many grandchildren? 12 and all. 12 grandchildren Levine has. Robbie has 1 little girl, so Gordon has 2 grandchildren. Anybody say Ethan? Okay.
I mean, when somebody rattles the bushes, we're gone and they don't see us for 15 or 20 years. You know, it's not like we can come back and say, well, you're my cousin. Anyway, yes, my mother was Beck Story Watson, and my dad was Doyle Watson, and my Uncle Roy, he sort of raised me, really. All my uncles on my mother's side, they were gone. They were seeking their fortune. I remember my mother telling me one time, she said, Tip was gone for 9 years. And she was just a young girl. She said, when he came back, I hardly knew him. I said, you hardly knew you either. So anyway, but this is my wife, Phyllis. And we've been married now for 18 years. Is that right?
Right.
18. Okay. This is my son, Andy. He's in the landscaping business in Augusta. So if you need your yard hoed up or cut up or beat up, just call Andy and he'll take care of it. And this is his wife, Tanya Dorn. Dorn's a South Carolina name. You've probably heard it before. A lot of politicians take it over there, even if it's not their name. They just say, they throw Dorn in there. So, anyway. This is my daughter, Shannon. She's a housekeeper right now, but she's a budding...
House executive.
House executive, she said. And this is her daughter, Kara Green, and they live in Martinez, Georgia. That's right next to Augusta. And her son, he's 13, and he's off on a Boy Scout camping trip this weekend, so that's the reason he couldn't make it. And we're so happy to be down here. We live in the mountains in near Waynesville. And I know that sounds weird, but it's okay. It's okay. And they don't make much whiskey up there anymore. They still drink as much as they used to make, but you know, they don't make any anymore.
It's legal now, darling.
Yeah. Oh, it's legal. She said it's legal now. Oh, that's right. They have all these little breweries up there. That's right. One in Maggie Valley and all that kind of stuff. But sure, it's good to get back with everybody. And some people told me some things I didn't know. But I'm sure glad that I heard them. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Chester. He's the mascot. He really enjoys getting out with people like this, and he'll be with us all the way back. We're going to leave right now after this is over because we just need to get on back, and we appreciate seeing all of you and enjoying it. And one thing I was going to tell you about the book is just one thing I want to tell you. They wouldn't let me use my own name to author the book, okay? And they wouldn't let me use the names of the people in there. Although the law provides that you can, but I didn't want to get into a fight with them. I want to get the book published, and so if you read all that stuff in me about me in there, my resume and all that stuff, I don't know if you can pay any attention to it, okay? So anyway, we've enjoyed it today, and thank you very much.
Thank y'all for being here. Sue Youngblood, and I was a Jeter. My daddy was Harold Jeter. My mother and dad died Harold, and my grandparents were Willie Mae and Murray Jeter. What's called Jeter's Crossings in Warren County is where my granddaddy settled with my grandmother and where my daddy grew up. But I want to say a word or two about Dexter Wilson. I don't know if you know this or not, but Dexter is highly regarded and greatly valued in Warren County. He was a long-time school superintendent, educator, always was a mover and a shaker in Warren County, and there even is a road named after Dexter Wilson. It's called Dexter Wilson Industrial Boulevard, and that is how much Warren County thought of Dexter Wilson. They wanted to, you know, that is a nice honor. He was immortalized in Warren County and highly regarded and greatly fondly regarded as well. And I have to say that I taught English at Worth County High School for 30 years, well 38, but I taught Scott Jones, I taught Mila Ellis, I taught Andrew Wilson. I mean, you're there that long, you teach a lot of children. But Dexter did my maternity leave for all three of my children when I was out taught my English classes. Well, I took, now not many people would be willing to do that, be a substitute teacher, especially in English, but he did an excellent job. And I guess, I mean, I have a lot to thank him for that I was able to spend that time with my babies, you know. But he says he remembers it fondly. I hope that's true. You know? But my mother and daddy loved Dexter and Jeannie, and even though I'm not a Lumpkin, I'm a Jeter. My granddaddy and Jeannie's daddy were, my granddad was his uncle, even though they were more contemporaries, because his Roy's daddy was killed when he was only 3 months old, and my Granddad was only about 3 himself, so I always remember Uncle Roy very, very fondly. I have a lot of connections to the Blanchards, not family-wise, but Margie Blanchard and I lived together. Where's Mr. Pete? I knew Mr. Pete Blanchard, and think very highly of Margie. She's Margie Jones now. But I have a lot of connections to a lot of you folks in this room, and it's a joy to be here today and wish Dexter a happy, happy birthday. These are fine people, you know that already. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Pat Beckton from Ashburn, Georgia, but I've lived in Valdosta for many years, since college days, and I taught here, met my husband here, and I've been here ever since. But Ann Ellis and I went to first grade together and have been friends, dear friends, ever since. We talk just about every week. And the Wilsons, Dexter and Jeannie, I would go to the Methodist church on Sunday morning with my parents, where I was a member. But on Sunday night was teenager night at Harmony. And we came to listen to Dexter, but I'll have to admit that we young people had a very good time. After church, we'd be talking and laughing and having a good time. So I've been connected to these people for many years.
I am Ann Ellis, Francis and Cooper Ellis originally. This is my daughter Neela. I was 13 when Dexter came to Harmony as our pastor. So I have known him 70 years. We've always been very close to Jeannie and Dexter, and Annette and I were very best friends, and I still miss her. And I tell you, if you didn't grow up at Harmony Church, you missed a blessing. Because that is some of the fondest memories of my life. With Ruben Lauren, Albert, and Lottie. But it's such a pleasure to have been part of it. And we're thankful that Dexter came and got one of ours. And stayed in our life, because if he had gone on, we'd probably never known him. But he got Jeannie, which he was very blessed to get Jeannie. And we're not partial. But happy birthday, Dexter.
Thank you.
Dexter asked me to tell that Jerry and Manel were here, but Jerry's not well. If y'all will pray for him, and Manel is not well, so they couldn't stay long. But Jerry is taking radiation, so y'all remember him in prayer. We will. Thank you.
Happy birthday, Uncle Dexter. It's really nice to be here. My name is Kelly Wilson. My mom was Annette Jr. and Daddy was Lionel Wilson. This is my wife, Kelly, my daughter, Katie, son, Luke, and Katie's boyfriend, Reed. I don't know if I can tell some stories, but I don't think we got time. But, anything I want to add?
I'll add something. Somebody was talking about celebration on July 4th. My celebration when I was growing up is going to my aunt and uncle's and pulling corn. We had an assembly line with silk and shuck, and my grandmother would blanch it, and then we did corn all year long. You remember those days, or were you too little?
I shucked a bushel the other day, and I was telling her we had a truckload.
Yes.
I mean, a pickup truck.
Yes.
Peas, butter beans. They really kept us busy, didn't
They did. That was our 4th of July celebration.
It was.
Well, we got to eat the rest of the year.
We had Mama and Aunt Jeannie done the cream corn and everything.
That's right.
It was so good.
It was. It was. Good times.
It's really good to be here, and like I said, it's been a long time coming.
It's good to see everybody.
Okay, our family has expanded, as you can see. But, of course, Mama is Jeannie or Magdalene Jeter Wilson. And this is Dexter Wilson that we're celebrating his 90th birthday. They had 4 children. I'm the oldest. I'm Melanie. My husband is right behind me, Terry. And we have 2 children. Trista's our youngest, Tara's our oldest. Tara and Jake go together. And they have 2 little boys, Truett, right here, and John Everett, right here. And then Trista and Joey, they have 2 children. He's holding the little girl, my only little granddaughter, Kaylin. And this is my oldest grandson, Grayson. And then I'll hand it to my next sibling, which is Tim.
Thank you. And this is not all of our family. I have a daughter that's still on the way. I guess she didn't believe Google Maps as far as how long it takes to get here. And she's still on her way. She said save her some food. But this is my wife, Shelley. We just had our 30th anniversary this year. And my son, Trevor, and his wife, Corey. And our brand new grandson, Teddy. And my daughter has a daughter named Ava, and she just turned 7, and she's been at the beach all week. And I'll hand it to my little brother, Bebo.
I'm Theron, alias Bebo, the youngest boy in the family, and these are my 2 sons, my oldest son Daniel, and my youngest son Adam. And I'll give it to my younger sister, Annie.
She's the baby.
And I'm Andrea, and this is my son, Wyatt.
Okay. And we are all so thankful that every one of you came today to celebrate not only Daddy's 90th birthday, but just celebrate our family connections. And we're so glad to see every one of you. Thanks again for coming. Daddy might want to say something. He is a preacher.
Well, I appreciate so much everybody making the effort to be here today. I know that some of you have come long distances to be here, and we just thank you so much for doing that. We knew that our family, our children, and their families were going to make a special effort to be with us on my 90th birthday. And so we thought that might just be a good time right in the middle of summer to just expand it one more day and make it a reunion time. And that gave y'all chances to see not only our family, but to see each other and kind of reacquaint yourselves with family. Family is so important. And as I was thinking the other day, sitting around the table, we had children and grandchildren and some of our in-laws. And I told my wife, I said, you know, if we'd never married, we never had a family, none of these would be here. So what a difference it would be. And so it is important when we make a decision, you decide to marry somebody. You don't really know what the future is from that point on, but there are a lot of blessings along the way. There are a lot of hardships to be conquered along the way, but all the way through this year in December will be 69 years that God has blessed us to be together as a couple. And we're thankful for that. God has enriched our lives in many wonderful ways. And I appreciate my children going to the effort to try to put this recording together so that all of you can look back and just reminisce, think about how each one of you have interacted with others. Numerous funerals, numerous weddings, and I was just telling some of them that my very first wedding, my roommate in college asked me, said, listen, said, would you marry my wife and me? I said, I've never been to a wedding. I've never seen a wedding. That was true. I had never seen a wedding. And the wedding was going to be at their home, so it'd be a home wedding. And just his family and her family would be together. And so I had to study the book because I hadn't yet been taught how to do a wedding. And so some of the family was laughing when they thought about what a unique situation to be in, to be called on to be performing a wedding. I had never been married, and so I still didn't know what a wedding was, but I do now. I've learned what a wedding is. And it paid off wonderfully for us.
Have you kept up with how many weddings you've done?
I have them in a book. It's close to 400.
How many? Do you know? About kids? A few.
It's in the 400s. It's just slightly over 400.
All right, go ahead. I'd like to say this is one of my happy days. And I'm so proud all of you got to come. We've enjoyed seeing each one of you. And I hope we'll have another reunion soon.
5 years will do nice.
All right, that sounds good. All right, don't forget it.
All right, and I'm Stephanie Wilson. I'm Tim's daughter, Tim and Shelley's, and this is Will and our daughter, Ava. She's 7.
And this is the Dexter Wilson side of the family.
Dexter is my granddad. And we just got here from the beach today. So that's why we're late to the video.
We're
But glad to be here.
Photoshop you in.
Yeah. We made it.